Okay, now coming to the next topic in the C programming language, that is about the string. First, see the definition. What is a string? A string is a sequence of characters. Okay, it is going to end or terminated with null character. That is called a string. First of all, we have to know what is a character. Generally, if you take J, according to C programming language, what is J? J is a identifier, or you may call J is a variable. You represent the same this J in the like this single quotes. Now this is not a variable. This is the character constant. That is what this is called a character. When you represent anything in the single code, that is called a character. For example, you take 9. So what is a 9? 9 is a digit. 9 is a constant value. You represent 9 in the single quotes. Okay, this is not a digit. Now it is a character. Okay, that is what character. Now we take one more example. You take hash. What is a hash? It is a special symbol actually. So when you represent hash in the single code, now this is not a symbol. What is this? This is a character. That is called character. Okay, so anything if you are representing in the single quotes, this is called character constant. Character constant. Okay, it is character constant. Like that, what is a string? It is sequence of characters. Now I will take an example. If you take okay, B tech. Okay, so what is B? Okay, so you represent this as like this B. Okay, and then comma T, comma single quote E, comma single quote C, comma single quote H. Now what is a B? Actually this is, you think it is a variable or identifier generally. Okay, so you give whatever the name for the variable that you know. I am representing this in the form of a characters. B in a single quote, comma T in a single quote, okay, E, C, H in the single quotes. So this is called set of characters. Now this is called a string. Okay, now this is called a string. That is what the definition. Okay, so set of characters or collection of characters or sequence of characters, this is called a string. Okay, that is one thing that according to definition. So again what they said it is going to terminate it with null character. As you know, in the English language, at the end of the sentence what you are writing, I am writing the end of the, that is full stop. Okay, in the English language, when you write any sentence, what I'm placing, I may place comma, I may place full stop. Okay, same here also, you have to mention what is the, where is the ending. How to mention is simply you add /0 uh, here. Okay, then this is the end of the string. Okay, actually this you write here. Okay, then this is called end of the string. That is one, this is called string. What is a string? A string is a sequence of characters or a collection of characters. I am going to terminate it with the null character. Okay, that is what about the string. Okay, for example, you may take one more idea. So B take. Okay, this is actually a variable. When you write this thing as like this, okay, this is called a string constant. What you say? String constant. Okay, in the double quote. Okay, when you write this in the double quotes, this is called string constant. So when you write this in the single quote, this is called character constant. Okay, so collection of character constants is called a string. or generally you write this one as like this. So this is called a string when you speak normally. So generally, okay, without any rules like this, so when you take take this is a string, what you say, this is a string, but according to the concept, so this is what a string. Okay, this is called, when you mention this thing in the double quotes, this is called a string constant. This is called a collection of characters ended with the slash zero. In some textbooks, they may take okay like this. Okay, so be take okay dollar. So dollar is a what? It is end of a string. Okay, in some textbooks they may take as like this, BATCHNULL. Okay, this also end of the string. You may take, sometimes it is shown as like this, sometimes it is shown as like this. Generally you are writing like this, slash zero, end of the string. Okay, so this is all about the string. For example, your name is a string. Why? Because it is a collection of a characters. That is what string. So what is the library you have to include? Okay, already I told. For example, if you are performing okay printf and scanf, what is the library I'm going to include? Hash include stdio.h. So like that, if you want to perform many mathematical operations, what I have to include? I have to include math.h up. This is a library. Okay, because you are performing the string operations. Okay, then what I have to include? I have to include the string.h. Hash include string.h. Actually, this is optional, but better to include. Why? Because you are dealing with the string operations. Okay, string manipulations, string concept. So, so we have to include this package if you want to deal with the printf and scanf. If you want to perform mathematical operations, I am going to include the math.h. If you are performing string operations, string concepts, I have to include this header file. That is what. Now uh, what I'm going to use, the char c. Now what is a c? C is a array, size is empty, it is dynamic. Okay, the size may change. Equal to c language, double quotes, c space I am given here language. So it is shown in the memory diagram, which is not visible to us. C space LANGUAGE. So what is a slash zero? It is end of the string. Actually, I have done very big here. It is only up to here only. Okay. So this is the end of the string. This is not visible to us. Okay, so in this way it is going to store. This is the memory diagram for the above array. Okay, now how to declare a string? You take anyways. So char c. Okay, c is a what? It is a array variable, empty size. In the double quotes I am mentioning the abcd string. Char is, I am giving a size, nothing but abcd. Or you take one more, char c equal to flower price single quote comma, you mention all in the single characters along with the end of the characters. Okay, this is how to declare or how to initialize a string. Next one, so how to read a string. Okay, so actually I'm not writing here void main hash include that you mentioned. So and directly I'm taking the main logic. So char name, what is the name? Name is the array variable. It is 1D array actually. Why? Because I'm having only one square brace. Size equal to how much? 20. So printf enter a name. See, this is important. Scanf percentages. What is percentages? It is string format specifier. For example, if I have int a, okay, I'm going to take a input value scanf. So what is the format specifier I'm going to use? Percentage d ampersand a. It means what? It is a decimal value, nothing but integer value. I am going to store in the address of a. Same as coming to the string, what I am going to use? I am going to use the percentage s. Okay, here you may specify ampersand or you don't specify, it is accepted. Percentage is means what? Nothing but I am going to take a string into the name. That is what. Now if you want to print, what I have to do? Printf name was percentages double quotes name. Okay, I'm going to print using the format specifier percentage s. That is what. Now you tell what is this. This is a string constant. Okay, why? Because I am writing in the double quotes, hmm, like that. So here also it is a, see, it is also, generally when you speak then it is also string. Why? Because I am writing in the single quotes. But according to concept, what is this? This is the format specifier, nothing but a percentage s. Okay, you give whatever the name, whatever the message here. Okay, so in the double quotes you write anything, but percentage is name. Okay, why? Because I have to print the name in the array variable. Okay, in the next we'll see about the string operations. Okay, so this is introduction to the string, how to declare a string, how to read a string. Still there is pending. Okay, there are some more ways how to read a string that we'll see in the next video along with the operations on the string.